Let's go. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. We are on episode 2 of the Off the Menu podcast. Welcome back, y'all. Coming from you live and direct here in Salt Lake City, Utah, from the More About Nothing studios. As always, I got my brothers with me and a very special guest, a very special one. Let them know, man. Let them know. We going crazy today. Come on. My bad, y'all. I just love the beat.
Oh, we know.
Yeah, we know this.
The people are still waiting for a freestyle. Remember that.
Soon. We coming with it. Don't worry. Me and P got something in the works.
Ooh.
If you'll sing. Yeah. Jesus.
Welcome back, y'all. This is episode 2 of the Off the Menu podcast. Here with my brothers. I'm your host, your friend, Key. Here are my co-hosts, P, Tay, and Moose.
Forgot who we are, huh?
Yeah.
Pause for a second. Look at us. You forgot our names, man. Like we don't do this every
I was
day.
supposed to say Moose first.
He got a little nervous.
He good. He looked at Moose and was like, P?
Hey,
Moose?
he's like, shit. Wait a minute.
Whoa.
Shit.
Yeah, he's like
No
a
worries.
height requirement over here. Gotta say his name first.
Hey, I'm only off by like inch and a half?
It is. I thought.
An inch.
It
I thought
is.
You're 5'10".
You're 5'11".
5'11" and a half. I thought he was 6'2".
Well, yeah, but
Yeah,
I thought you were
that's
talking
about
6
2.
foot.
Okay. All right.
You're about 3 inches then.
We getting sidetracked. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Going
It's
crazy.
all good. It's all good. Welcome back, y'all. Like he said, second episode. How did y'all feel about the first one, you know?
I liked it a lot. It was cool.
Yeah.
I felt like we could have went into a little bit more detail about certain things, but I liked it. I thought it was a good first episode. We'll be able to get into everything, moving forward.
Yeah, for sure. That's what we're doing here today. You heard about a little bit of our past and our trials and tribulations with life and where we're at now. But we would kind of like to go in today. Thank you guys for watching the first one, and
Thank you for tuning in.
we know we're to keep this up. We're to keep this rolling. We're to keep the ball rolling, right? And we would like to just let you guys know who we are today, what we do, and why we're sitting here in front of you guys. We're just basically just 4 average guys. He's not average.
We're not average.
He's not average.
We not average.
He's not average. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. We're gonna have Boo Boo go ahead and just let us know who he is, what he does, and why he does it. Go ahead and get it, brother.
Let's go in, man. So of course, my name's Key, representing Off Days always.
Woo.
As we said in the first episode, Off Days came about when I was fucking with Tay on some other shit with More About Nothing. I was sitting in the downstairs basement coming up with different names, and I actually used that method that you told me to use, or you showed me the video from what's his name, Reggie.
Reggie
The
Casual.
Reggie
Yeah,
Casual.
Yeah,
it's
it's that,
Reggie.
it's that 20 thing. So the 20 names, 20 reasons or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So I used that and I had a bunch of different names. We landed on Off Days.
It's
Off
crazy
Days.
that you use that.
That's
That brings me back to the beginning because we watched this.
That's what
Yeah.
I had the name in mind already, and I gave it. I was like, Moose, come up with the name and see what happens. He did
Yeah.
the same thing. 20 names, 20 reasons. 20 whys about.
20 Ys.
what,
That's
you
what
know?
it was.
There we go.
20 Ys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how Off Days came about. I officially started the Off Days Instagram page in 2018, but we didn't really do anything with Off Days until $1 in a Dream.
$1 in a Dream.
Yeah.
That was actually a big moment in our lives when, as far as
Man.
getting the city together, and you were the front runner. You were kind of putting
We were
everything
going
together.
Crazy. Shout out to Nimbus Creative on
Nimbus,
that too, man.
shout out Nimbus.
They came over to the house one day and they were like, "Hey, we have a proposition for you. Like, we want you to help us run this show that we have in mind called $1 in a Dream." And this was still when Off Days was like just an idea,
Right.
like nothing made.
Yeah.
It was just on files of Photoshop and shit getting made up and stuff, right? So again, shout outs to Nimbus team because they really helped pull that out of me, along with all you guys. But a dollar in a dream was the thing that showed me, like, holy shit, like,
You can do it.
we can fucking do.
We're
this
there,
shit.
you know. And
It was literally like idea to concept to like this whole ass event with a bunch of people, different artists. You know, we had More About Nothing there, Rookie there. We had tons of other brands, other people who
a
were,
lot of brands.
dude, vintage, streetwear,
jewelry.
jewelry.
Yeah, we had people that had just brought
People
like
were
handmade
selling-
jewelry there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then, I mean, to top it off, all the artists that we had,
Yeah.
I think we had a lineup of like,
Yeah,
I
it
would
was a
say
lot.
like 13,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
15.
Double digits. It was double
Yeah,
digits.
it was
yeah.
a lot of people. And we ran that whole thing the whole night.
Yeah.
That shit was
Yeah.
It got lit
crazy,
at night
crazy.
after we packed up and everything, and they started bringing
Mhm.
on more performers.
Where was this at again?
It was at the Mountain America
Expo
Convention
Oh, the
Center.
Center.
Expo Center.
Yeah.
Really?
And this is
Okay.
the first of its kind streetwear anything like that at the Mountain America Expo
Yep.
Center.
Yeah,
So that's why
yeah.
it was such a big thing for
Okay.
us, because dude, we didn't even know we could pull it off like that. But to
Right.
see it all come
Yeah.
together, that was really like a pivotal moment for me. Like, damn, like we can do this shit. Like that shit was
Right.
easy. I mean, it wasn't easy. We still had to deal with a lot of bottlenecks and things like that. But man, just the turnout, everything that went on the team that helped me run it. We had everything
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on there.
You had the
Yeah.
best
There were-
installment too.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
Yeah.
The reward though
I
was
appreciate
amazing.
that.
Yeah.
The
I
second best,
appreciate
dude. I had the
It's so
hardwood
good.
floor. I had the basketball hoop.
I know
You guys
we
had the locker
I
room?
wa-
had the
hey,
locker.
Hey,
Yeah.
when
I'm
we
kidding.
started the event though, I saw him
Yeah,
putting
the,
up his
the crates, the
Mhm.
wall, the
Yeah.
sticker bombing
Yeah,
of all the
man.
off day stickers. It was
I put
crazy.
a lot
it was
of
lit.
thought into
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Ours,
dude.
I guess
It
ours
was-
was
it
ours
was
could be
crazy.
whatever. 'Cause we brought a basketball hoop, just a little the personal 2-person ones,
Yeah.
but somebody else brought one too. So I was like, this
Yeah,
is
yeah,
whack,
yeah.
dude. I can't believe someone
Oh,
else.
that was part of the installation.
yeah, it was part of the installation. I was like,
we-
damn it.
Damn.
But I made a crazy ass like shot from
Yeah.
from like half the stage all the way to there to the wall.
That shit was
Mhm.
crazy.
That was about like 80 feet.
Yeah. I forgot we had the Switch there. We had a Super Smash Bros.
Tournament.
Oh,
tournament.
Yeah,
yeah.
we did.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
shit
No,
was
it was
crazy.
a 64, right?
No, it
was
was
a
a
Switch?
It was a Switch.
Okay.
Yeah, it
We
was
did
a
the
Switch.
64.
We
on
had
our
okay,
pop-up.
okay.
Yeah.
At
Yeah,
the
that
first
was at
More
the
About
very
Nothing.
first.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
our
yeah.
first.
Or the very
Yeah.
first pop for More About Nothing. I do
Yeah.
remember that too. But I just wanted to say I wanted to backtrack a little bit because I kind of found I kind of sound like a ungrateful little shit when I'm like, oh, I came up with off days by myself. But then I want everyone to know. I want to clarify that I had a lot of help
Right.
in the case. So what I meant by I did off days by myself, it was like from idea to concept to like physical
Yeah.
products. I
Mhm.
came up with like all of those things myself, the idea, the
The
branding
business and
like,
everything,
the business
yeah.
part behind
Which is
it.
hard.
And it's super hard.
It's
And that's
hard.
kind of what I wanted to bring up because after it made it to product, I had tons of help. Jennifer, Sheila, my whole family. I had Mikey and Trey and all my nephews out here like
Right.
passing out stickers and getting everyone to come to the booth. But like Jennifer would always help me do inventory, package. Sheila was sewing hundreds of shirts and hoodies for me. So shout outs to y'all, man. I don't want y'all to think that
Yeah.
I'm ungrateful or I sound like a little shit
Yeah.
about it, you know.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I wanted to
There's-
bring that up.
There's always a big team behind the
Always.
main people. You know, people don't realize that what goes into doing a business is that it's not just you.
Yeah.
It's never
it
just
isn't.
you.
Right.
It's the guys that make your T-shirts. You know, shout out to them.
Yeah,
that,
shout outs to
the
those fools
printers,
too,
the
yeah.
shops,
Oh, yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
the people that make the stickers. Everything, like all the ideas are in your head, but they make it happen for you,
Mhm.
right? And that's kind of where like you have your background. Like they're the support, right?
And like the best example I can give to that is like where like off the menu is like the perfect example of us like creating the processes, creating the idea behind it, having the vision and creating it together. And that's what I meant where I was like, it's so easy for us and it came so natural because we worked on it together. Whereas like when I did it with off days by myself, it was like me against myself, like battling the decisions and like, you know, the thought process behind it and
100%.
shit. So I just wanted to point that out because,
Yeah.
you know, I had a lot of help from
Yeah, yeah.
everybody.
And with that too, I just want to note for all creators out there, you are going to battle yourself.
Yeah,
If
always,
you are,
man.
If you are working on your project 100%, the person that's going to hold you back the most is
Is
you.
yourself.
You're your number one
Yeah.
enemy when you come
Literally.
when it comes to anything. You know, being a
Yeah.
creative, having a business, or just anything in life, right? that's the number one target towards yourself. Is emotional damage because you let yourself down, right? You told yourself that you couldn't do it, right?
Exactly.
Emotional damage. You
I
know,
love that shit.
yeah. But yeah, no, for real, like shout out to everyone that sits behind the scenes and nobody gets to know that they make all the work happen. They make all the stuff happen. You had a U-Haul.
Mm-hmm.
You had a U-Haul.
You had a U-Haul. You
We were
pulled
hauling
up. We're
everything.
like, whoa, what is going on?
Yeah,
You know?
Reals, man. But no, shout outs to everybody who helped me really push off days out the way that I did, and then the support that I got. And then I kind of took like a little bit of break. I had Nori, but also it wasn't because of Nori, it wasn't because of family or anything that I took a break. It was a realization of like, damn, I really got this shit. Like, let me go back to the drawing board and like, really come up with something that it will be of substance, that can actually carry on and go crazy with it, you know. So that's why I kind of took a little break with it and just like been releasing shit every now and then, just really like testing the waters with different ideas and different products and different things. So, and not only that, I did a lot of R&D with different methods and quality of blanks and all these things. So I literally have been just running through all these different things and different methods and stuff to test out and try the best ones, which I'm happy to bring it into More About Nothing with all of the things that we're doing right now, and how much insight I have on it now. So I can bring to us here and be like, yo, we should do this, we can do this, check out these blanks, you know. And that's why I really took like a nice break from it. But it was a much needed break. Just kick back, relax, like really enjoy mine. You know, so it's
live by what you off days means, right? Enjoy yours, right? And
exactly.
you know, that's one of the key points to anything that we've ever done, is that we all had a hiatus, right? More About Nothing had a hiatus ending 2019, going to 2020. COVID was a really dysfunctional year as far as being a creative was, because you were battling with yourself a lot, like looking out here for your family and doing things that you need to do, and also keep yourself afloat, because it did cause a lot of mental damage to a lot of people. And I started to realize that, you know, a lot of people built in anxiety or like stuff because of COVID, or lost a lot of social skills.
Oh,
you
that
know?
was me 100%. Yeah.
Yeah,
I lost a lot of social skills.
Yeah. But, you know, it's a real thing, and I'm glad that we're all back together. You know, off days back and breathing.
Oh, crazy.
You know, that's what we're all about. That's what we have here, and that's why when I had thought about bringing More About Nothing, I thought about us.
Yeah.
You know, this is the squad that we had to do it with, or else it wouldn't work, right?
Yeah.
And shout out to the guys that, you know, that were in the group. They're, like I said, they're still in the group, but they're just doing their own things. They're living their lives. They're handling things that they need to handle, right?
And they really helped us really bring More About Nothing
They
even to
birthed
life in the beginning.
They birthed it, you know?
They deserve as much credit.
Yeah, they're still part of the team as much as they want to be. If they want to be here, they can be here.
Right.
But we have come to a realization that we can't just pull people out of their own dreams and stuff, right? We gotta let them figure themselves out. All we wanted to do was just help people out and like see what they want to do and learn, right? And that's what I think that's what More About Nothing for us in the beginning was, is that it was a much needed lesson, right?
And we always wanted it to be a way where we can find our dreams.
Yeah.
You know, find our way to their dreams.
Yeah, it was just an intro, right?
Yeah,
I guess you could say like it was a entry level clothing job, you know? It really was, because
Entry level.
It wasn't.
It really was.
I wasn't trying to take More About Nothing to the next level. I was just wanting it to be something where Moose actually couldn't do something by himself later on.
Right.
I had told you that too. When Boo Boo had approached me about off days, like, or the names for it, and he goes, "Yeah, fam, I just want to do something like this. You know, I want to help you guys out, but I also want to do my own thing." I'm like, "That's what this is for."
Right.
Use More About Nothing to learn everything.
I was
and go
interning.
Take it.
We were interning.
Hey. Speaking of intern, obviously he wasn't here in the first one, but we have Playoff P, 6 foot, don't look.
Mr. Sexy.
Yeah. He is now. Okay, he's not interning. He's part of the group, but I'm calling him my intern for the next few months. Just a little power.
He's only Tay's intern.
Yeah, he's only my intern. I'm not even making him do stupid stuff. He's just my model. You know, I'm not the model type. He can model for me. He's 6'2". Look at him. Look at him. Okay, he got the hair.
You know he looks good.
He dressed up all the time. So it's cool. We it was nice. After we actually did a photo shoot yesterday for More About Nothing. So stay tuned for this episode. Should be released this Sunday here. and then we'll have the pop up actually next week, the 13th.
Yeah.
It's actually gonna come up.
We're doing 13.
Wow.
Pretty fast.
It's gonna
It's
be
coming up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We need to get locked in. On
We'll get locked
everything.
in. We'll get locked in.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
But after working with P all day yesterday, it made me realize that he had approached me originally with the idea of working together, but for no handouts, right? He's just like, hey man, I like what you guys are doing. I would like to be a part of this. Whenever you guys are ready to have me on, I'm down with y'all. And I was like, you're sitting in the car yesterday, we were leaving, and I was like, yo, how do you feel about having P on the team? And then, Amy and Boo Boo were in the car, and they were like, we down. Yeah. Maybe they felt bad because he was in the car, but maybe not. But they said they were down. Moose loves P on the pod, so
I love him on the pod.
He's one close 6 foot, one over 6 foot. They kind of connect, and they intertwine. They make each other 6 foot each.
And anybody that comes out and wants to support, and P has always shown his support.
Always.
I think it counts a lot.
Yeah.
It does.
You don't find those people every day, so it's good. It's very good.
So,
And P really fly.
He is fly fuck.
This
dude.
fool, this fool really fly with it.
Hey.
and let's let P talk about himself. Since this is about us,
Oh.
let's learn a little. We learn a little bit about Boo Boo and off days, and of course, you guys can always ask questions if you guys need help with any advice about anything, life lessons, fashion, clothing, whatever. Like we kind of blended ourselves within everything, right?
Yeah.
So, that's about what More About Nothing is. That's off the menu, off days, Moose Woods. What we've done together is make something in this pot, and now it's just brewing. And
We
we're letting
really
it
with
cook.
the shits, yo.
We letting it cook.
really with the shits.
Yeah.
Just wait until it comes out.
Yeah. All right, though. But yeah, let's get P on here. Let's let him know.
Hey.
Let him know.
Hey. My name is Parison, P for short. Once again, PPRZZY, the sweetest.
Oh,
The sweetest but most toxic.
Goodness.
Remember that. First you're sour, then they're sweet, and then they're gone.
And they're gone.
Gone.
Not by decision, though.
Not by decision. Sometimes
It just happens. There you go. Man, it's crazy to be here, man. Seeing y'all kind of grow and become what you guys have become. And I've always been sitting on the sidelines, supporting, wearing y'all shit,
Always.
showing up to all the
Always.
events, partying with y'all, enjoying all the moments that we have together, experience all the great things and all the bad things on God. And you guys have been there for me when I was down. I was there for you guys when you guys were down. And that's what it's about, man. Like love, man. And that's all I have. That's all I have to give. I don't have no
Me and
hate.
P go way back too. Way back with
I was
it.
sleeping at his house when I was 5.
Always.
So it's crazy that that all our passions are similar in a sense of the clothing, the music. Pop culture is huge, and I like to say that Utah is very late to these things, and we want to just shake the shit up, make some noise. I have my own identity. I like to model. I like to create some music. I like to create my own brand.
Yeah.
But on top of that, once again, I can't do without these guys and the people that support me and show me the love. But I'm all here for it, I'm down for it, and this is very exciting to see, and very exciting to be part of, and I hope to take this further. Like you said, we're journeymen, and I hope you guys are ready for the ride because it's gonna be fucking lit.
Welcome to New Beginnings.
Welcome to
Welcome to New Beginnings. This is
Welcome
the
to
start
More
of-
About Nothing, dog.
Yeah. Beautiful
More
chapter.
About
More about
Nothing.
nothing
sick.
off the menu. I'm not amateur ghost hunter yet. We'll keep you on the loop for that.
You
for
keep
now.
on teasing these.
I'm
fools
teasing.
with
I'm gonna
it.
tease it every episode.
I can't wait until we do it though.
Yeah, our first
I
ghost
can't
hunting
wait.
episode.
Yeah,
Hey y'all, I'm at this abandoned house.
I already have our first location.
Yeah.
We're
Oh,
gonna
there
have
we
to-
go.
We're gonna have to make some travel, but we're gonna make it happen.
Okay, we'll make
Yeah.
it work.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
But yeah, shout out to P.
Shout out to
Harrison,
P.
P. Prizzy,
Welcome,
whatever
P.
you all,
Welcome for real.
whatever y'all want to call him.
The
Mr.
sweetest. Don't
Sweet
get
Man
that
himself,
the
6
sweetest.
foot,
Get that
don't look.
fucked up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
first he's
yeah.
sour, then he's sweet. However you want to call him, he out here.
They call me
but yeah.
toxic, but I'm just honest.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, shout out to him, and let's go in the moose. Let him know, Mr. MW5, who you are, why you're here, what you do.
All right. Well, anybody that's been following More About Nothing knows my stupid ass. So. But I represent More About Nothing. My name's Moose Woods. I have a brand, MW95, and also called Moose Woods. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, I mean, the funny thing, I started with Tay. We went back. We already talked about first episode around 2016, 2017. And it was really, honestly, it was just weird how it happened. It was a little serendipitous because a lot of people have crazy stories about how they found their dream. And one day I just wanted to open my own store at first. And then over the years, I was like, oh, actually, it'd be cool to kind of have my own brand and put my shirts in the store instead.
Yeah. You dreamt about me. I'm just kidding.
I was like,
Is that what happened?
Oh no, I actually do have. I had a dream the other night about you two.
Oh.
Oh snap!
It was fucking weird, but we're gonna get to
Whoa.
that.
Hey, not some weird shit, right?
No,
Because he answered a weird question last week, and
yeah, that's true.
Oh,
No,
maybe did you dream about that?
You guys are mean. Okay, that was the dream.
Oh, that's normal.
Yeah, this is normal
That's normal. I don't.
to me.
Yeah.
But
Boo was mean. Boo was a lot nicer now for sure. But
Yeah.
Boo Boo's always been nice to me.
No, he was a mean little kid.
Yeah, Boo was a little
Oh,
he was a
yeah.
little shitter, bro.
Like if there was a kid that caused any problems, it was usually him that led it.
Yeah, man.
It was him and fucking his brother.
Yeah,
They were
Tui.
fucking little shitters.
Shout out
bro.
Tui
Little
Tui.
shits, man. For real. I think me and my little brother jumped P. You got served style. Turned the lights off.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that definitely happened.
Yeah.
I'm one man, and I wasn't this big then.
No, he wasn't. I wouldn't have fucked with him.
Yeah. You stopped growing, he kept growing.
He took your power.
Yeah. You beat him up, he got
my
taller.
God.
That's what happened.
Okay.
Okay, but yeah, I was the designer am the designer, one of the for More About Nothing for years. And then I did start my own brand, MW95, and then also Moose Woods. But the funny thing is like I started it in such a weird time, not just because it was like 2019,
Yeah.
but I was also in a weird space in my own own head.
Yeah, your own. Honestly, during that time was such a weird time because we stopped seeing you,
Mm-hmm.
and
remember.
we
That's right.
you weren't really creating. You were just I think you were just
was.
but under the sheets.
Yeah, so here's what
Because
was
we didn't see you.
here was going on because it was I remember just being in my room on my computer almost all day, all the time, just working on the concept of this brand, and I was really excited for it. But when the thing is for me, I'm very much the same as Boo. I get stuck in my head the most. If anybody, the most. I always second guess everything I did. But when I had my first shirt drop, there were some technical difficulties. Anybody that got those, I still love
Technical
them.
difficulties.
That was more
Yes,
from
yes.
me. But I just felt like I did it too early because I was really passionate about this idea.
Yeah.
Because I'm super obsessed with 90s cartoons or old American cartoons, Looney Tunes, Animaniacs, old Disney cartoons, all that jazz. Even Moose Woods was kind of a tribute to Chuck Jones because Chuck Jones, he did artwork from anybody to Tom and Jerry and Looney Tunes. So I really loved his art growing up, and I wanted to kind of do that, but in the streetwear space.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's funny because I started the brand and my tastes literally changed in the midst of me releasing this brand.
It happens.
Like I had this whole idea of what I wanted to do, and then I realized I was like, this isn't what I want to do. So with Moose Woods, I definitely took a break. Still want to come out with more, but it's got to come out in a way where I didn't even know. Like, Now I have a whole idea of what I want to do, and the biggest passion was to give young adults something that they would love and enjoy.
Nostalgic, right? That's
Nostalgia.
The whole, That's the whole thing behind MW95 Moose. Moose was 95, right?
Yeah. My birth year.
Yeah.
Some must know, and plus it's a dope year. It sounds cool. So
What happened in
I
95?
really like the name.
Oh, thank you.
95. Go
Can you
on.
name something that happened in 95?
I was
Other than your
born.
birth?
He said I was fucking born. That's what fucking mattered.
You know, the last millennials is 96. We've confirmed this. I thought it was 95. So I was like, 95 babies are going to change the world.
Yeah.
Because I share like the same year with like Joey Badass, one of my favorite rappers. Post Malone is also my age too. So I felt like a connection with other guys in my generation. So it really just was kind of a tribalism thing.
Yeah.
But it was cool. And plus, my logo is fucking dope. So
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Goes crazy.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's tough. I'm
I
getting
don't-
it tatted.
Thank you. You
All
said
right,
it,
he
say
lied.
that.
Don't lie, but we don't
Don't
know
lie on
Don't
air, man.
fucking
Don't lie on the
lie.
camera.
You better
You're
fucking
too
do that shit.
You're too scared for
You
tattoos.
said you've been getting tatted since 2017.
Yeah, you're too scared for tattoos.
All the designs, I'm getting them tatted.
Okay.
Don't lie.
One day.
We'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
you scary.
We'll see what happens.
But
No
yeah.
fake tattoos.
No fake
I know
tattoos,
he's gonna put
please.
the print on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like I have a better head on my shoulders than I ever have. And now I feel, now that I'm getting older, a lot of kind of young people say, you have to do something right now. You have to come out with something right now, which is, for me now, not the case. I think you got to let these ideas marinate and grow. and then execution is the most important thing.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm super picky, and I'm very much a perfectionist in a lot of ways, but there's a give and take, and now I'm ready to kind of just let it come when the time is right.
Yeah.
And not to rush it, because great ideas don't need to be rushed. Sometimes it takes painters years to complete something. So I don't want to give too much away, because people gonna steal my ideas, because they always do. But there's gonna be some cool stuff. I think there's things that are actually very tangible that you can use. And you know, the world now is very big on sustainability, so I want to give people something that they want to cherish and hold for the rest of their life. Yeah. So it's coming. It's coming.
Are we seeing it this year? Do we have a MW95 something this year? Maybe next year?
No, I really want to do it this year.
This year?
I think it's
we're
like
doing
just
it.
pull the
Stay tuned.
Pull
Stay
the trigger,
tuned.
and
Stay
plus,
tuned.
you know, I was in
Better stay
my
tuned.
like a solitary stage.
Yeah.
Like I was literally Batman in the Batcave for 2 years, like really wanting to make this idea perfect.
It's tunnel vision, man.
It very much is.
Batman.
Yeah. And all you
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
I lost my train of thought. Now I'm gonna start talking about Batman, because I fucking love Batman.
He loves Batman.
Oh.
Yes.
If anybody knows, I love Batman. It's like Batman and Kermit are up there for me, so I fuck with those two. Kermit. Every time on my IG post, I try to post Kermit as
Loves
much
Kermit.
as possible. Muppets, 100%. I want to be in the Muppets movie when they don't suck ass. So,
Oh, would
Yeah.
you? Do you think you can produce a Muppets movie?
oh,
and make it better.
Let them know.
Yeah.
He said, yeah.
I know you're creative, but I've never seen the
Yeah.
creative side of your directing,
Well-
because we don't go that far. But
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Well, I appreciate you saying that, because in my lifetime, I want to just tackle 3 things: fashion, food, and film.
okay,
And with film, I've looked up to a lot of directors. Of course, they're young directors, but they've had their whole lives dedicated to film. And for me, I know there's a lot to learn. I'm a film lover, love to go see anything from the big films to the small films that you don't really know. But I know that there's so much, because directors, like, they do a lot of work. A lot of people just see the film for face value when they see that movie, whether it sucks or not. But behind that movie, there's a huge cast, crew members. And being a director, you have to know everything from every position, every camera angle, every line on the script, and just know that thing from in and out. And plus, I'm not ready to make movies yet, because you have to be there 24/7, and my girlfriend's gonna hate me for that. So we gotta take it slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
when everything starts coming, a real thing, like, and you start physically being there, she's gonna be like, okay, go ahead and make a movie.
Oh, that's the thing too. She's super supportive.
Yeah.
Everything that I want to do, that was my biggest fear of going into a relationship, because you guys know I was single for a good chunk of years, right? Just because I wanted to focus on myself. Don't fucking laugh. What the hell? Don't fucking laugh.
It was a single by choice, y'all.
Single
he
by-
could have been out there.
Single by choice, because we were really grinding around that time.
Yeah.
And I found a lot of happiness in that.
Yeah.
And my biggest fear going into any other relationship in the future was like, what if they don't like what I do?
Well, yeah. What if they're not happy with you
Right.
and not
Yeah.
being able to provide?
Exactly.
Right.
And that was a fear for me too, because I never want to feel like I can't give them something.
Yeah.
But this girl's my partner. Shout outs Maddie.
North
Yeah.
Hollywood Henry.
North Hollywood Henry. So shout outs to her. She backs me up on everything. It's really
Yeah.
dope that I can. She's like, oh, you doing your designs. You guys shooting the pod. Like, she always makes sure that it's like I have
Came
time
through
for my
yesterday
shit.
too. Shout outs, Maddie.
Yeah.
for that,
So
too.
I
Shout
made
outs,
her a
Maddie, for
model
that.
yesterday. I was like,
I
hey,
know.
go throw on a shirt.
Yo, no lie though. We have body dysmorphia like a motherfucker. And
Yeah.
we're super self-conscious. And she was like, please just pick the photos that make me look good. And I was like, dude, same for me too. Damn. Yeah.
Yeah. But shout out to Mooberry Street right here. He's been holding More About Nothing down for since the beginning of it.
Going crazy with it.
Thank you guys.
And I think we talked about it a little on the last one. Wait, what's the first? Or this is okay. Technically, this is 2.5. We did shoot one, but there's technical difficulties with the second one. So we're reshooting number 2. Just want to let you guys know, because that way we're not getting mixed up with our stories, because we did shoot another one and we talked about how we met and stuff. So if that's not the first one, then we met way back.
We did.
Way back.
Yeah, we met way back.
Yeah,
I was
as
like,
kids.
this was before we even did any of this
Yeah.
stuff.
And then, it was crazy how life can bring you back together and you meet someone, and that story just makes everything more exciting.
Actually, funny story though. I did meet Tay when I started to get into streetwear.
Yeah.
Because I was the kid in the family. I didn't have any other cousins into streetwear or fashion or sneakers. So I kind of found it on my own. And I remember going to a party. I don't remember what party it was, like a graduation party or something like that. But I went to Tay and his cousin Bobby. I'm like, hey, do you guys know where I can get some Yeezys? And then both of them fucking laughed in my face. I was like, oh, never again. I was never gonna ask for that again.
That was a weird time for streetwear. Yeezys had just become something.
That was the Nike,
the
Nike Yeezys era.
So
Red
'cause
Octobers?
Red Octobers was
Yeah.
when you got into it.
Exactly.
Because I had missed out. I had missed out. That's why I laughed. I laughed because those were really hard shoes to get. We were in Vegas for the Tiffany Diamond High. That Sunday morning, I don't know why, woke up, I checked my phone. Yeezy 2 released Red Octobers. Fuck. 3 minutes sold out.
Damn,
That was it.
yeah.
And I was angry. I've always been angry about that moment. And then when he had brought it up, I was just like, there's no way, dude. You got money?
This
You
fool-
rich?
No, that's what they
This
said.
fool-
It's like only if you have a couple thousand on
Yeah.
you. I'm like, ugh.
And now they're close to 10 racks.
Yeah.
It's crazy
Yeah.
how things can
Jeez.
change, you know?
yeah.
Yeah,
But
the Yeezy era was crazy.
yeah.
That
It was
We
crazy.
still in the Yeezy era, bro.
Hey, like I said, I fuck with Kanye West, my number one overall,
all day.
all day, right?
All
And
day.
that's he's held me down as much as anyone that I know, pretty much, except for family and stuff, right?
Right.
Emotionally, style wise, understanding business, and allowing me to become my own person through his thoughts, because
Yeah.
he would say stuff that I would be scared to say. And you guys know me now. I'm a fucking asshole, and I've always been an asshole. I've always been really mean, right? I've always been mean, but
Yeah.
you know that he helped me get to that point where people understand why I'm mean,
Right.
because I'm being honest,
Mhm.
you know. And I think that's a key
Hello.
takeaway, right? But yeah, no, shout out to Moose. He's, like I said, he held us down from the beginning. He's been there from number one designer for More About Nothing, and yeah, hopefully we get this MW95, you know, shooting.
It will be here.
Go follow the man. Go
Yeah.
Thank
follow
you.
the
Thank
man.
you. I've been more confident than I've ever been in my life. So
Yeah.
it also feels like, you know, I'm gonna do it because it's like, what else do I? gotta
Yeah,
do?
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
But yeah, like I said, shout out to the boys. I'm gonna let you guys know who I am. My name is Tay. Actually, you can't find me at Undefeated Tay. Do not follow that one. You can find me at More About _Tay.
Yeah.
There's nothing on there. I have nothing on there. That's gonna be my artist page for More About Nothing as we progress, and you know, I'll let you kind of see an insight of my life. I don't post too much. I'm not on social media like that. You know, I don't
I'm
be
not.
snapping.
P's the only active one.
You?
Hey,
What do you?
man.
I get a
Hey,
daily
whatever.
daily music.
Come on, man.
Get the fuck out of here.
I listen to a whole song because of you in the morning.
I'm more active than Boo Boo for sure.
Yeah, no, you
But
definitely
Boo-
more
but
active.
Boo Boo's
You're more active.
Boo Boo's active.
I'll go share random stuff. Like I'll share. I'm big
I
into
appreciate
K-pop.
that.
I'm big into K-pop. I love fashion. Obviously, that's why we're here as a unit now. And I don't know. Like I'm kind of in everything. I like movies, music, art. I'm a big art fan, and I'm very tangible when it comes to a lot of things. And I'm not a creative person. More About Nothing, like I said, it was more for Moose to entry level his life into becoming NW95,
You gave me my canvas.
and that was it. You know, and that's
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm here for. I'm kind of I kind of figured myself out now. I'm kind of put into people's lives to help them figure themselves out. You know, whether it's like saving themselves, finding out what they like, what they love, you know, and just in taking the enjoyment out of life as we move forward, you know. And I'm just very simple minded. I like to play games and watch movies and listen to music, and that's it. And I guess I love to cook too. We can put that in
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Come on.
Tay's the
Yeah, I
best.
was about to
Tay.
say. I was about to say.
Yeah, I love to cook. Yeah, and
He
I
gets
think
down.
like if we talk about end goals for life and stuff, I would like to open my own restaurant, a little 10-seater, make what I want. And originally that was supposed to be secret menu. So I also let's go my list of accolades, what I do. More About Nothing, secret menu, amateur ghost hunter. What else?
Off days.
Off days, MW95. I kind of
MW95.
everywhere, you know,
Yeah.
everywhere. And then so Off the Menu was created because I had to come up with a podcast idea during COVID. Actually, before COVID. This was before COVID. I had asked Boo Boo if he would like to do this, and he said, "What am I gonna say on a camera?" Exactly. No one knows what they're gonna say on the camera. We're just gonna go sit in front of the camera, talk some shit, talk about shit that we like, and that's it. And that's just kind of how it just came about. And Secret Menu was a brand that I had come up with for food, turned into retailer for not retail but for clothing, resell for clothing and shoes. And now we're sitting here with the title Off the Menu, because
Crazy.
I kind of just take it from the off days and then the Secret Menu stuff. And dude, if anyone knows anything about off the menu type like foods, they understand that we just off the shits.
Yeah.
We too crazy to be on the regular menu. People have to ask
what's
about
the
us.
chef special today?
Chef special, do what you want when you want.
Woo!
Let 'em know.
When
Bars.
that's really what it is,
'em-
because
yeah,
you're never
bro.
gonna make it in life if you don't try it. And if you tried it and you didn't make it, try something else.
Failure is inevitable.
Yep.
Failure-
We've all failed.
It's key to
definitely
success.
have.
Failure is inevitable.
Like when you fail, quote unquote, a good amount of times, you start to learn. It's like, oh, this is actually what I need to do.
Very
learn.
much life lessons.
It's-
And
Yeah.
when people say they don't fail or don't like
Mhm.
failing, I'm like, why? You
I know-
can learn.
I know a lot of guys that don't take the first step because they are afraid of failing, whether they
Yeah.
say it or not. They don't do anything that they say.
Yeah.
Because I've been around a lot of guys that tells me their hopes and dreams, and very few follow through in the next
Yeah.
few
or
years
even
to come.
try.
Even
to-
try.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Pain and failure is inevitable once again, but misery is a choice.
Yes,
Mm.
it is. Yes, it is.
Literally.
We're here. Look at us. If you look at us right now, like I said, we're pretty average guys. We watch sports, listen to music, do family life. Everyone here has family life,
Yeah.
and relationship wise, like we've been there, done that. We can talk about it and let the world know in front of a camera that we can do it, and that we have the support system behind us, and they're allowing us to be here right now,
Right.
Yeah.
right? And that's
Oh yeah.
and I've said it before. This is all I got. Like the clothing is all I got. The podcast is all I got. I don't have an education. I don't have any of that. But I can. You don't need that now. In 2023, you don't need that.
Hell no.
It's
You go out-
crazy.
Literally, AI is taking over everything. That every job that you look at from a collegiate standpoint is going to be wiped out in the next 10, 20 years, because we're not going to need someone that's educated for 4 years when you can program that in a computer. You're going to need someone that puts it down, has the soul, that can build the stuff, that can show in motion, right?
Right.
Because that's what we hear. We
Exactly.
make clothing because of art, and art shows our emotion and what we put into the world. So that's why
Yeah.
we sit here in front of you guys, and that's all what we do. We're here to make dope shit.
Speaking of art too, you never talk about your painting skills. He's a great
on,
graffiti
man.
artist.
Well, not great. I would never put myself above great. I would put myself in the average category because I never took it serious. Well, that's another thing with me, is that I've never taken anything really seriously. Like I've always had my hands in learning different things, writing books, trying to produce my own movies and like do YouTube and stuff. Like if a lot of people in Utah, I'm kind of behind them because I've helped them do their stuff. I was the mind behind of what they're doing and what they like and what's actually been able to be put into the world, right? And so, yeah, I'm not a great artist, but I would say I am an artist because we create.
Oh yeah.
That's all it is. You can create anything. You write music, you do movies, you do anything. You cook, you clean. There's an art behind everything
You're
because
a
everyone does everything differently.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not a chef. I will
don't
not
give a
take.
fuck.
I will not.
Whatever.
I will not take the title of a chef until I've gotten myself to that point. That
But
when I
the-
have a restaurant.
but your food, like you said, is art though. at the end of the
Yeah,
day.
that's. I'm an artist. I'm not a chef yet. Okay, I will take
whatever.
being called an artist because that's what.
Just take
we
your
do stuff.
flowers, Tay.
No flowers here yet. No flowers here yet. I haven't touched the world.
We're just gonna start
haven't-
saying yes, chef. Yeah, yes, chef.
I haven't touched the world with my food yet.
Yes, chef.
When I start touching the world with my food and it's not within our family and friends and everyone else gets to see how much you guys enjoy it and why you guys enjoy it. Like, shit, Pete was hungry on Saturday and then I'm hungry, man. He was just sad and hungry. I'm like,
I whipped up some shit though.
I'll
Some
just cook
XO noodles.
XL noodles, some brisket.
man.
I can't even.
crazy.
I'm allergic to
That shit
shellfish.
was fire.
I'm allergic to shellfish, so I can't eat a lot of things, especially with Asian cuisine, because fish sauce, oyster sauce, fermented. It's all fermented shellfish, and I have to dabble in it. I can't be too much in it.
Oh, I didn't
And-
realize that. All the fish
Yes,
sauce and all
yes.
that jazz. Yeah.
And XO sauce is just fermented shrimp. If you go look in it, there's little baby shrimps in there somewhere. So I'm always very careful. So I can't even try most of the food when I'm cooking for people.
Mm.
I made some mussels the other week, you know, and
Yeah.
I made it.
That was good.
You know what I mean? I
too.
can't even eat that, and so I would not call myself a chef yet until I've earned the title, because that's a very prestigious title.
100%. No,
Very.
I get where you're coming from.
You know,
That makes sense.
but yeah, that's who I am, though. My name is Tay. Like I said, I represent all of us and none. We are nothing lasts forever. More about nothing, and that's it.
I like that.
Oh,
we
yeah.
here, and we're to keep this going. And I would also like to shout out at the filming of this episode today is the beginning of AAPI, Asian American Heritage
Shout outs
Month,
to people, man. Shout outs to
Islanders.
people. One time.
We represent as us. Like we're not going to represent the culture or anything. We will talk about how we are, and you guys can take the representation from there. Because I will not talk about anything that was going to be disrupted with what we speak. But we will rep our culture at the
Always.
same time. We are Southeast Asian, Laotians, right here, Laotian Thai, whatever you want to call it, right? Yeah, yeah. But shout out to all the people out there that are representing our culture, right?
Yeah,
Asians,
man.
And
Asians
happy
in
New
general.
Year's, you
Happy-
guys.
oh,
New Year's,
happy
you guys.
TLC New Year's.
Happy
That-
TLC New Year's.
That was just a couple weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
But we actually got to enjoy a late New Year's in Utah here
Yeah.
this past weekend on the 29th. I think it was the 29th. Yeah.
April.
We went to Wat Lao and Sandy, and we got to enjoy the festivities, takpa and all that stuff, getting
Pay our
punken.
dues.
Yeah, and
dues,
the food, the pageants, everything is such a beautiful thing that we get to see every year, and it's such a crazy thing to me because I really didn't care for it until I got into a relationship.
Right.
Because Amy actually enjoys the Laotian culture. She dresses up in the Sint every year. She has her own now, and it's such a beautiful thing that someone could come from outside, enjoy it more than you, and then you start to fall in love with it again, and because we did as a kid, we've been around our whole lives, and you kind of fall out of love with it because the same thing is it's just a big ass reunion.
I think it's more so.
Go ahead.
I think it's more so that we didn't know what the fuck we were doing.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was
We
gonna
didn't
say.
know
We
what
didn't
the
understand
fuck we
this
were doing.
shit.
Our parents just did it because once again, it's a part of our culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that
We
it's
weren't
hard.
taught.
Well,
I was told.
I was
Yeah, we
okay.
were
We were told what to do.
I understand. But I was a kid that always asked my dad, like,
Yeah.
what does this mean? Or what am I doing? Or,
Yeah.
And like, once again, there's a barrier because we're all first
It's
generation.
disconnect.
Yeah.
When
Exactly.
your parents are trying to
Explain
it.
that shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, so why am I blessings because your grandparents that have passed so they can watch over you, come back to you. And so it's like, I'm like, what are we talking about? And once again, we're in America, and half the people that we grow up with when we go to school are
Yeah.
Hispanics, white
Yeah.
people,
Everywhere.
Africans,
Everyone.
and
Yeah.
it's predominantly a Christian, type of environment where
Society.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Where
Yeah.
they're speaking about God, and we're like, well, I don't really.
Yeah, we know Buddha.
Yeah, we know.
We know
Buddha.
monks. We know
We know.
we know travelers of the culture and the
Right.
people that went and spread stories and why
Exactly.
the teachings. And that's
Yeah.
I think that's the one thing I loved about Buddhism is that it's a teaching. You don't have to follow it. You don't do anything. It's really life lessons. Like, hey, live at peace. Be happy with yourself. Right. Spread happiness.
Do good.
Do
Receive
Right.
good. Yeah.
Oh, and he does question a lot of things. Even now, not even as a kid, he asks a lot of questions. But I live by the Han lifestyle. Or Bow Wow. Don't ask, don't tell. When he said
Don't
that,
ask, don't tell.
don't ask, don't tell. You know what I mean? That's it. And I think that's kind of just me. It's like I don't ask questions about anything because why? I'm gonna figure it out for myself. I get it why he does it because he wants to know now, right? And that's cool. It's
That's
cool.
a good thing to
It's
have.
good to do that.
That's
though.
good. Yeah, that's
It's
what
good
I'm
to do that.
But and he's always gonna follow up with another question though, so don't answer.
Well, yeah, it's just endless for me.
Yeah. 21 questions and the game never ends.
I question a lot of things, but I think that's the beauty in life at the end of
Yeah.
the day. Because
All
once
day.
again, you have your own journey, and once again, everybody else's perspectives are going to be completely different. Nobody's
Yeah.
going to see it like how you see it. But we relate all in the same way, in a sense, regardless. when
Yeah.
it comes with
Yeah.
passion,
Mhm.
culture, the things that we enjoy, the way we grew up. So it's hard, man. I think it's tough to like put it all together and then try to relate with people that aren't where
Yeah.
we're from,
Mhm.
because they didn't grow up like we did.
Yeah.
Mom and
man.
dad working 10 hours, 12 hours. You're home alone. You
Two
get-
jobs
You
even.
get picked up from
no
school.
weekends.
They're gone.
Mhm.
You're all by
Right.
yourself.
Mhm.
Okay, where are my friends at? You
Yeah.
know, it's one of those things. I don't have my parents. I'm always with my friends. It's just
Yeah.
one of those things.
No, definitely. Shout out to the parents that they work so hard.
Yeah.
All day.
They'll be like, and I'm not just saying Asian cultures because it happens everywhere, but
Oh,
from
yeah.
from where our standpoint overlooking in is that like us Asian Americans, first generation like English speakers,
Oh,
like
yeah.
for a lot of us,
Right.
first one to get educated outside,
Yeah.
collegiate, maybe high school even.
Right.
And that tends to happen up until like the 90s when we start getting born, and that's when we had the ability to start changing their lives,
Right.
Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so it was such a big learning curve to be Asian American, because not only do you have to teach yourself to not fall out of love with who you are as a child, because it happens a lot. A lot of young Asian American kids disconnect with their culture and their people because they're not being taught these things, because their parents are just working so hard, or their parents are just those parents is like, no, we don't need to learn that. We're American now. We're here to live the
Yeah.
American dream. That happens a lot. And shout out to the parents that held us down, grandparents especially though.
Oh yeah.
All day
Grandparents
with it.
especially, dude.
All
They-
day with it.
Like I didn't really get to live with my grandparents because we lived in Portland and my family's here in Utah. But whenever we got to visit, I got to finally feel something. You don't know what love feels like until your grandparents cook for you or something, or like when straight up when I was young, I did everything. I started cooking at 6 years old. I did laundry. I made sure that my brothers and sisters were fed. I made sure they were on the school bus getting ready to go to school. I rode my bike to school to try to race them. that shit used to be crazy, dude. I used to fucking ride up like 3.5 miles every day on a mountain bike.
This why he's Spider-Man.
Oh. Come on, son. Why you gotta do me like that, bro?
Spider-Man.
Motherfucker.
No, but like I said, shout out to them. We're gonna celebrate. We want to be expressive of our people and who we are, and we're gonna do it the way we feel, because there's no right or wrong way. This is just how we were taught, and this is just what we know in life.
Right.
It's. Oh, sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
But it's like
You're on Spider-Man.
it's guys.
Take the quiz again.
We about to fucking take this quiz.
Right now, live.
Who is the quippiest, son? Who is the quippiest?
It's not about who's quippy, it's who's Spider-Man.
Oh, fuck you. Jesus Christ.
I'm just kidding.
All right.
I know you want Spider-Man.
You guys gonna get me on a tangent. Batman, now Spider-Man. Oh my fucking
Dang
God.
song. Whatever quiz you want to take, you're not the person you want to be.
Well, either way, going back to just like growing up Asian American, first to start this off is I always think about our parents having to come to just like a foreign country and have to get in tune with the country,
Yeah.
especially when racism was very high back then. I can't even imagine trying to navigate that, trying to find work, trying to find a house, trying to find this and that.
Everything, because like
Yeah.
the first barrier is language.
Mhm.
Second barrier is how to understand the American culture and how to get things done. And shout out to the sponsors that really be out here helping. They really be out here helping people and like making their lives different, because if it wasn't for a sponsor, we wouldn't be here right now. We'd be in Laos picking rice or becoming new rappers. I don't know. Lao rappers? That shit would be crazy, dude. I'd be out there selling fake Yeezys and shit. I'd still be hustling out there.
I'd be a farm boy or something.
Would you be a
man.
farm boy?
I'd either be a
You're kinda
farm
light-skinned.
boy or a policeman.
A
Either one
policeman.
of the two.
Fed?
A Fed?
Dude,
A
my
Fed?
mom's side of the family, they were all military guys.
Okay.
Shit, so
Let's
yeah.
let's go around and ask this question. If we were born in Laos or wherever, whatever country your parents come from, what would you be doing, boo boo?
Shit. I'm probably still trying to find a way to get these vapes in.
Yeah.
I was about to say,
I'm
this
still
guy-
probably gonna be selling some vapes or something.
This guy's gonna
He's
own
selling
a something, boo-boo.
storefront.
I'm selling something.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be selling something. That's for sure.
And we got Mr. Farm Boy here. What about you, P? Where would you be at? You're 6'2". You might make
That's
it on
the
the
thing. I don't know
national
if
sports team.
Am I 6'2" if I grew up there? Let's
Yeah,
be
yeah.
real.
That don't change, man.
Oh, I don't know.
You just be
I don't know.
you just be
The
hella
air.
skinny.
But if
that's
that was
it.
the case, I'd probably not to boast my boat, but I'd probably be with some royal.
Some royal
Oh,
woman.
yeah.
'Cause I'm-
Okay. Okay.
Or once again, my dad wanted me to be an actor or model out there. So
Oh, you know what?
I
that's
could
what
see that.
my dad wanted me to do that.
Yeah,
He wants
like
to bring me back there to
Like
do
some
that.
gay scenes?
Hey, whatever's getting me paid.
Dude, no.
Shout out to P. Shout out to P. We were at Coachella and this
Oh,
girl,
fuck.
this girl
Oh,
saw
fuck.
him and his
Let me
boy.
let me explain
Go
this
ahead.
story. Listen. So basically, I'm geeked, okay, and I'm with my boy Khalil. Shout out Khalil, love you. And we're getting ready for Frank Ocean, and we got up front like VIP, and I was geeked and I was just leaning on bro and I was hugging him like this, and I was grabbing some titty. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, damn, you got a nice boob, Khalil.
Yeah,
You're
damn.
sick.
Oh,
Got some meat on there.
We got a beak.
And there was a girl, fuck, I can't remember her name anymore. Well, whatever. I was fucking geeked. And she was with her friends. We're having banters, casual conversation. Where are you from? California. I'm going to UCLA. Cool. 23, this, that, and third. And she goes, so how long have you guys been together? And I go, oh,
It's like that.
you thought it was, oh, it's not like that. I'm sorry. And then she goes, oh, I'm so sorry for assuming. I said, it's okay. And then I go, do I really look gay? She said, no, but I think it's the way you're acting because of the drugs. And I'm like, fair enough.
Gay actor. Gay actor. That's all I'm saying. You'd be a gay actor if he's in Thailand. Just put that on. Hey, any directors that would like to cast P as an Asian American at any Asian American scene?
Bro,
Cast them, dude.
I'm not skinny enough to be.
You don't need to be skinny enough, dude. You out there putting on weight for them, dude. Let them know that you can just do it.
I've never seen a Lacan about two gay guys.
Lacan.
Lacan. I've never seen two prags.
Katoy Khan.
Katoy Khan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where I'm from, we're lady boys.
All right, on the topic of lady boys.
Oh, God,
let's
no.
just get there. Let's just get there. All right.
Why not?
Would you
Throw it in.
you have sex with a postpartum lady boy? So after the surgery,
Right,
if she was a 10, he was a 10,
right.
or would you rather have sex with a 1 that looked like Hulk Hogan?
Give me the 10, baby.
Give him the 10. Flip that coin. It's a dime. Let him know.
Sick. Dude, I'm gonna get too real on this shit, bro.
There's no.
I'm too descriptive. That's my problem.
Don't get
like
too
I'll
descriptive.
give you
It's
a
a yes or a no.
I'll
It's
give
your
you an
dream.
answer.
It's your dream girl.
You don't need to add that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the 10 anyway. I'm way too open minded for
Okay.
that shit, bro.
Okay, don't get descriptive. We'll go ahead. Just go around the
I was
room and
gonna
ask.
make it real bad.
It's gonna be
Boo-boo?
quick, boo, but don't worry.
Yes or no? It's just we're not gonna judge you for it. It's yes or no. Are you smashing Hulk Hogan?
Or you smashing the one whole cold.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's a no.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So the
It's a
10,
post-op. Yeah, it's a
the
post-op.
10.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
He answered without an
yeah,
answer.
10s around the room, y'all. There we go. That's a
Yes.
serious question. Okay, not serious. I guess it will never happen. Not really.
Would it?
I don't know.
You.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you. I was like, no,
You're
these
going.
two.
He's going to Thailand at the end of the year.
I'm going to Thailand in December.
His
And my dad said he's trying to find me a wife. So
and his dad don't know where to look for wives because he's not gonna know which one, lady boy or a boy.
No.
Hey.
Tell your dad that he doesn't have to go look for you.
Yeah, you can just be looking here.
Trust me, there's some guys that have much more help that's needed than this guy. Okay.
Yeah, he walks into a room and that's the first thing they notice is that he's 6'2".
And he got the goatee mustache combo.
Yeah, yeah.
What is that? I don't.
No, it's a combo, dude. It works out for you.
It's a very good combo.
I'm trying to get there, man.
Whatever.
I'm
You
trying to
got
get
it,
there.
boo boo.
You got it too.
You have the Middle Eastern.
Oh, fuck.
You look Middle
You
Eastern.
sell vapes and you sell vapes and curry in the same place. Curry in a hurry. Shout out to Boo Boo.
Oh,
Peas is more of the slutty type.
Yeah, yeah.
What?
It
I'm a
is.
slut now?
It's when
Bruh.
the goatee grows up to your bone, the cheekbone, right here on the side. No, it's on the side.
Yeah,
right.
And you're wearing a choker chain too. That's
Choker.
slutty as
Why
hell.
so many necklace?
Why,
Why so many necklace,
Why so
baby
many
boy?
so many necklace?
All right, so there we go. That's a room of 10s around the room. Okay, so we
for you.
I'm not going Hulk Hogan. Who's a 6'4" giant,
Dude.
and he has a huge penis.
Tay and Hulk Hogan, that's like two grizzly bears is fucking.
Fucking. Whoa. Is that me?
That's both of you.
You said is that me?
Y'all are wild.
Oh,
Y'all are
fuck
sick.
no.
All right, let's go back to the Asian stuff. You know, like I said, it's a celebration of us this month, celebration of our
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Shout out to everyone. That's be who you are.
For
Don't be discriminated by anyone, and just do what you got to do, and represent for your culture if you understand it. Don't go out there and not represent it. Don't mislead people that are trying to learn about us. You know. And it's such a weird thing that it's 2023 and we're still talking about people having to learn about us.
Right.
Even though it has opened up a lot more since our grandparents have come to this country, right?
Right.
You just gotta have pride from who you are.
Yeah.
You know.
Be comfortable,
Culture.
dude.
Yes.
Really, just be
Yeah.
comfortable.
With it.
Accept your culture.
All right. And now that we're over that stuff, let's. I'm gonna ask you, what's your favorite Asians outside of the Laotians?
Oh my gosh, this is gonna get us on.
We'll ask Boo Boo last because he gave me the head nod.
What does that mean, though? Your favorite Asian?
Okay,
What does that
there's
mean?
Asian cuisines that, of course, you're also attached to. There's Asian people that you
Okay.
probably around more often, so you kind of understand them more. Like, obviously, I would say Koreans because I've been listening to Korean music since 2006. I kind of followed the food the food culture as it progressed in this world, like the U.S.
Right.
Like I actually watched Korean food expand to what it is now from what it was, because we would do trips to L.A. and dude, just K-Town just so amazing. Like the melting pot of like everything they have there is amazing. Like the chefs and cooks. Like shout out to Roy Choi for being like not the first person, but the initiator of the fusion of like Korean food and like Mexican food, because he did the Korean short rib tacos.
Yeah, man.
And I have pictures with Roy Choi, so you know every year I see him at festivals and stuff. I'm like, hey man, I took a picture of you last year. Can I get a picture this year? And he's been one of my favorites though. Shout out to the Chef Show, right? And then John Favreau, the producer of that show.
Such a good show.
And his favorite, you know, he was on Spider-Man too. You know. But,
stop bringing the fucking shit up, man.
But yeah,
Jesus.
that's just I'd say, you know, like
Koreans.
Korean stuff I've always loved, and
Korean
Korean music.
Shout out to
K-pop,
Koreans, man.
K-pop. I mean, like I
K-pop
said,
for sure.
K-pop was what brought me in, and I
Mm-hmm.
still stay around. Like I literally still go to shows because of, you know, Korean artists, and I love the growth where it's at now. Like there's so many people out there that understand what I was listening to when I was on the bus instead of being made fun of. I used to get made fun of for listening to Korean music.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
All the time. Yeah. People would I would have to hide it
Yeah,
because people just didn't understand it.
and Japanese, just because
Japanese
Japanese was one of my favorites because of what was it? Lupe Fiasco, Paris, Tokyo.
Yeah.
They just made me want to visit Tokyo so much, dude. And then the anime and everything, I love it. And you know, shout out to him for him being the reason actually I had to get engaged in Japan.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
I did
Hello.
it. I finally did it in 2019.
What a
We're
dream.
married now as of 2022.
Yeah.
And you know, shout out to just being able to do things like that, because I've always kept that in my mind as a teenager, that's what I had to do, and it was something I made happen.
I'd say, yeah, Japan's probably mine. Just because I grew up watching like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's Japanese created. And then once again, I listened to a lot of older Japanese jazz and pop.
Oh yeah, city pop.
Exactly, yeah.
Love it.
Just that kind of music I listened to a lot when I was younger, just because of openings of animes that I watched.
Oh,
when I was
favorite
younger.
opening, favorite ending.
Ooh.
On the spot right now.
Yu Yu Hakusho is probably like that one's fire. Yu Yu Hakusho's opening is fire.
Yeah.
Ending, I'm trying to think of an ending. Be honest, because I haven't watched.
Mine's Samurai Champloo.
Samurai Champloo.
We already know this.
But that's like fucking.
New Job is. It was like that, and that when the intro to New Job is was coming in, like the jazzy hip hop stuff.
Cowboy Bebop also
Yes.
crazy.
Cowboy
Moose,
Bebop.
Moose is love
That's-
Cowboy
yeah,
Bebop.
that's my shit.
The
I'm
jazz.
gonna have to go with Samurai
Uh-huh.
Champloo, man.
Yeah.
Samurai Champloo incorporated a lot of hip hop and Western.
That's
music
why I
into
like
That's
it.
why.
Yeah.
A lot of scratching,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of that shit. So yeah, but yeah, Japanese teriyaki food, just hibachi stuff like that. Their food is just.
Do you catch shrimp? Okay.
What kind of question is that?
Do I have a shirt? Come on, bro.
No, I'm just asking. Do you catch shrimp? That's it. Dude, I have problems with those fools. I have problems with those guys that be cooking at the hibachi grills, because I tell them I'm allergic. They still throw shrimp at me.
Udon.
Yeah.
Here.
Y'all ever, fool threw a shrimp at my forehead because I didn't want to catch it. I said, I'm allergic. Sorry, sir.
Damn.
Dude,
That's
we had to leave. Amy loves those things. Benihana, all those things. She loves eating at those places, and then she's like, we can't go back.
Hibachi every day. So Benny's week. Shout out, Baby John. But yeah, that's what I would go with. Probably Japanese.
Japan?
Yeah, Japan.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. I wanted to say Japan too, but I already knew we're all good again. They got everything. They got everything. we love. But I wanted to shout out my Chinese people. I love.
Yeah.
Because like
The
I
films
love,
and everything.
yeah, I grew up on Hong Kong films.
Mhm.
I probably saw more Hong Kong films as a kid than American films.
Yeah, yeah.
And then also I love Chinese food.
Yeah.
Can't get enough.
Fire.
And one of the cities that I want to visit, probably like one of my top 5s is Shanghai.
Shanghai.
I love just the pictures of it. Even though I know that I had a coworker, she's rich too. She's one of those rich like Chinese families. Like I don't even know how much money they got, but they're rolling in it. But she was telling me how Shanghai has really high class metropolitan areas,
yeah.
but then super slum
Yeah.
areas too.
There's no in
So,
between.
yeah, there's no
Yeah.
in between. But I don't know. I've always been inspired by the architecture, the food, the music too. To be
Yeah.
honest, like give me a Chinese classical vibe,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
like I'm right with it too. So
Favorite all time kung fu flick? Your favorite
Oh,
that you can go back to right
That's
now.
tough.
It didn't know it's very tough, but obviously if you're a fan of it, like you have one that you can always go back to.
I would say, oh, this is really hard because there's a lot, but I mean, and it's gonna be kind of hard to name this one, but Fearless.
Okay.
Fearless, of course. I've
Let 'em
shouted this
know.
one out before, but
Yeah.
like special shout out to Dragon Tiger Gate.
Oh, yep.
Mhm. Because that
know.
one is based off of Chinese comics, and
Yeah.
I didn't know that until way later. But that was like that movie is exceptional at their action scenes. I thought it was crazy, very influential for me back at that time. Still listen to the soundtrack till this day. Yeah.
Sounds good. So obviously Japanese, Korean, Japanese, Chinese, and Boo Boo. Let's go ahead and answer.
Come on, man. I'm probably gonna have to say Japan too, but only because of the influence that it had on
Style.
me growing up.
Yeah.
Style,
How could you not?
The way they
Yeah.
dressed,
The
like
way they
with
dress.
stuff like that too.
Crazy,
yeah.
dude. Like
Yeah.
being there was amazing. Like we've been
Akira.
there.
Yeah.
Akira. That was ahead of its time.
Yeah.
way too ahead of his
Yeah.
time.
Visually,
And,
it was
Yeah.
amazing.
you know, my dad was always into anime and all those things. My cousins were Gundam.
Oh yeah.
And
Gundam.
Oh,
like,
Gundam
you know,
Wing was
Gundam
like
and-
super
Oh, big.
influential.
Yeah,
Mhm.
90s, 2000, early 2000s.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And
all
I'm
of us.
sad I didn't get to go to Japan when we were supposed to go.
You'll go. You'll go.
We'll
Yeah,
be
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Don't
We'll
worry.
be there. We'll make another
Ah.
trip out there.
Man.
I
Go
think
for it.
if this shit don't work out here in America, I'm going to Japan and I'm gonna own a Lawson's and sell vapes in there.
All right.
You
all
know they
right.
can't sell nicotine. in
Yeah.
there. It's
Oh,
like
we
a-
gonna make it work.
I'll make it work.
Under
Hey,
the
under
table.
the table.
Under the table.
No.
But-
Cigarettes only.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
They do have vape shops.
They
But
do.
then
They do.
Yeah.
They just
Yeah.
don't have nicotine. in
Yeah.
it,
So
which
weird.
is the only
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
So weird.
We gonna
Yeah.
change that.
Yeah.
We're to change the world one country at a time.
One country
Vapes
at a time.
everywhere.
World domination.
I'm just kidding. But thank you guys for tuning in. We loved it. We know this is the second episode. And, you know, we would like to just let you guys know, do you guys. Be
you.
Be who you
Yeah,
are.
man.
And
Yeah.
again, happy New Year, happy late TLC New Year's to everybody. Don't waste another year not doing shit, man. Go out and go get that shit.
Figure
Yes,
yourself
sir. Go
out.
get
And then
that.
if not, have someone help you figure yourself out.
Ask for some help.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's,
Don't
that's it. It's the
hesitate.
key
There's
to
people out
success.
here that want you to win.
Yes.
Just know
Yeah.
that.
Absolutely.
We
Have a
want you to
team.
win.
Mhm.
Yeah, and have some fun too. There's
Yeah.
no point
Have
in
some
doing
fun with it.
Yeah.
Don't be too serious, you know.
Yeah.
Enjoy your life. Enjoy yours. Again,
Nothing lasts forever.
nothing
Nothing
lasts
lasts forever.
Peace
forever.
out.
Sabay di Pimay.
Hey.
Shout outs to everybody, man. Thank you for tuning in one more time.
It was a pleasure.
All day with it.
Damn.